Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Sadowski here, and I'm going over the answers to the Lesson 1 homework from Module 6. So you'll notice in this first one, it asked us to shade the first 4 units of the tape diagram. So if I shade those first 4, I'm going to go ahead and shade in 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And it asks us to count by tenths to label the line using a fraction and a decimal. So this first one would be 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Okay, that way we are going along our line. Sorry, my little thing broke there. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and there's one whole. Another way that these could be said is 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths. So some people like to say point, some people like to say the tenth. The math reason for saying tenth would be so that you realize that, oh, that's 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7, sorry, my pencil broke again, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths. And again, we're back to one whole. So that's our first one. If we have to circle where we are, we would be right here. Okay? Bring us to the second one now. They asked us to write the total amount of water in fraction form and decimal form and shade the last bottle to show the correct amount. So you can see here's halfway. So we're going to go up 1, 2 more. So this is going to be 7 tenths of the bottle, or 0.7. Up here we are, there's the halfway point again. And it looks like we're going up 2 more again. So we're looking at 7 tenths, 0.7. Anybody else seeing that they're the same problem and thinking that's kind of weird? I'm feeling the same way. Down here, they want us to go to 0.3. So we're talking about 3 tenths. So 1, 2, 3. We're just going to go up to here and shade in this bottom half. Okay? So hopefully so far so good. Down at the bottom, it says write the total weight of the food on each scale in fraction form and decimal form. Well, here they give me the decimal form, so I'm going to write it in fraction form. Over here they gave it in fractions, so I will do it in decimal. Okay, so hopefully we're all good with that. When I turn the page, okay, it brings us over here now. So I'm looking at writing the length of the bug in centimeters. They want fraction and decimal. So this is a centimeter. Looks like our little bug friend is pretty even with that halfway mark. So I'm going to say it is 5 tenths. If you wanted to say 1/2, that works as well. In decimal form, it's 0.5. If you're thinking, oh, a half, the way I like to think of it, if you're talking about a half of something and we're talking about money, a half a dollar would be 50 cents and the decimal would be next to the 5. Just something to think about. If the bug walks 0.5 or 5 tenths centimeters farther, where will its nose be? Well, it would be at the 1 centimeter mark. Okay? Down here, we're filling in the blanks. 4 tenths and how much more will get us here. So that's going to be 6 tenths. That should be easy. Going across, decimal form, 6 tenths. Over here, fraction form, we know it takes 10 or 7 more to get to 10. Over here, we're looking at 7 tenths. This one should be 2 tenths, and over here, 0.2 for 2 tenths. Okay, so hopefully that all made sense. This really is a review going back to Module 5 when we did all our fraction work, and now we see how the decimals relate. At the very bottom, you had to do some matching up. So here we go with our little matchup of things. First one was done for you, 4/10. I'm going to go up here to the 4/10, and I'm going to go straight across 0.4. The 6/10, I hope you looked for the 6, comes downward like this, and then up to the top. 7/10, going over here, and we're going to come down to this bottom one. And then 5/10, we're going to go right up here to the middleman, and looks like we're going to come down a little over there. So now you had it in its unit form, fraction form, and decimal form. And that's all there was to it. If you have questions on any of these, be sure to join in one of the meets to ask your question.